This is AI Buddy Landell, and you're about to listen to Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast. So stop working yourself into a shoot you numbnuts. This show is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Don't be a dumbass and get offended by anything on this show. And if you do get offended, that's a you problem. Before I throw it to the fellas for another banger of an episode, shout out to all the BTT patrons who keep this show going, including the largest Patreon contributors, Disrespectfully, Classy, Mark E. Blassie, Joe Ice, Good Old Justin, and the Token Smurfette and John Potts. Now, enjoy this Outlaw Mud Show podcast. Remember, if it don't snow, it don't go. And be blessed and be a blessing, pal.
Woo, Messi, this is professional wrestler Jimmy Valiant, the Boogie Woogie Man.
This is Jim Cornette, pro wrestling legend.
This is a one-man gang.
This is the artist formerly known as Daryl Van Horn, James Mitchell, the Sinister Minister, and I'm here to let you know,
don't you dare miss
the dulcet tones of Hard Body Harper on Booking the Territory.
Booking the Territory.
Booking the Territory, unprofessional wrestling podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to this week's episode of Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast, where tonight we are covering WCW Saturday Night on TBS from June the 11th of 1994. If you're listening to this show on YouTube and it's within the first week that it's dropped, take the hype button to Pound Town. Please do it. It helps the show out greatly. You have to take it to Pound Town from a mobile device, so like the YouTube app. It won't let you do it from like a desktop or computer. But take the hype button to Pound Town. You get 3 hypes per week, and it resets every, I believe, Sunday night or Monday morning, one of the two. So if you can't hype it anymore, we understand, but take the hype button to Pound Town. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button on the video. Type a comment or two what you liked or didn't like about the episode. Helps the channel grow. And one other announcement real quick. Harper is running late. We knew he was going to be running late. It's Mardi Gras week in New Orleans. He said he will be here. We hope that means he will be here. But, of course, sometimes that doesn't happen. But he said he would be here, so there's that. It's a monumental night for BTT. I mean a monumental one. But before we piss Doc off with that, Doc, let me welcome you in. How are you?
Is he stuck in traffic or is he stuck in some girl's ass?
Okay. Could you not start the show like that? We like these algorithms to not pick up cursing within the first couple minutes or so. Yeah.
Ass. I'm doing great. It's good to be back. I was out last week. I hope me time went well. Y'all better strap in and enjoy the opening, because this might be the high point of the show forever again. Tell you I'm quitting.
Okay. So you really want Crockett to replace you?
Well, he couldn't. He would fill in permanently.
Oh, okay. So replace.
No, that's not what that means.
Fill in permanently is replacing. But if you want to play semantics,
who's going to co-host? Because you were just as hot about tonight's episode as I am.
I just think it's funny. Say that again.
You don't like this.
We'll get into it. I think it's funny though. I'm actually very amused by your just utter disdain. And it's funny because I'm getting plastered with DMs and messages about you guys say y'all don't hate watch anything, but here you are hate watching the last few weeks, and it's going to get worse. And we need to be more joyful.
Joyful.
There's a lot of things being told that we need to do. I mean,
you know how well that goes. But let me just say this: more than joy, what are we known for? We call it right down the middle.
Sure.
So when Hogan does something good, if Hogan does anything good, we'll call it. We'll be there for it.
Okay. Well, before we get to that, how about we take care of some 5-star review business, because we do need to shout out the 5-star review people. There was one on Podcast Addict and one on Apple Podcast. Brother Dave out there, I know you said you submitted one. You emailed me. It's not showing up yet. As soon as it shows up, I'll read it. But for now, I'm going to read the Podcast Addict one, and then I'll throw it to you for the Apple Podcast one. How's that sound, sir?
Sure.
Okay. This first one on Podcast Addict is from, he submitted a number of them now, so I got to give him credit because you say keep submitting them. He is the Vagina Whisperer.
Yeah. Whisper it down, buddy.
Harper is the greatness I need every Thursday night, and him reviewing Southeast Championship Wrestling would be a dream come true, almost a Smoky Mountain redo. He didn't change it. He just resubmitted it because I remember reading this.
Who cares, man? That's efficient.
Okay.
Just copy and paste.
BTT continues to be the only podcast in my library. No doc required.
Well, fuck this guy.
Okay. So why don't you read the one on Apple Podcasts?
Okay.
Before you do that,
This
just a
one's-
quick reminder. If you submit a 5-star review on Podcast Addict or Apple Podcasts, it will be read on air as soon as I see it.
This one is from Cody Meek 88,
Mm-hmm.
and the title is Great Amazing.
He's one of our Twitter guys.
It's all caps.
Mhm.
Ric Flair style, all caps, LOL. Greatest show ever. Old man Harper, I think he meant Harper. 10 minutes of my life, never getting back for a remote. Ha ha, best part of my Fridays.
Oh, yeah. That was in reference to Harper's remote gimmick from...
I feel like maybe we could find some sponsors for this show now. Maybe some
remotes?
adult grammar classes, maybe some deviant sex rehab facilities. We got to monetize this thing, man. We're too good to not be making money at this.
You're saying we should promote, like, see if Grammarly wants to take us up on a...
I don't know what that is, but sure. Man, look, I don't want to do this anymore. Not the show. I mean, I do. I mean, I don't with Hogan, but I don't, I don't want to keep living, that kind of thing.
Hogan makes it rough, man.
Why?
He just does. Just does.
Okay, I have a question for you before Harper gets here, because we talked about Harper. Harper was a little Hulkamaniac. He was already balding at 11 and had the little bandana on and was saying prayers and telling God to bring him shit and, hulking up in the neighborhood on Randy. But what was your relationship with the Hulkster like as a young fan?
I mean, Hulkamania would have hit when I was about 10 or so. So, well, I would say when it hit when I was it started to grow around that age. So unless you consider when he beats Iron Sheik for the belt, but I don't want to say before my time. Obviously I was alive, but I don't remember. I feel like 85-ish was when I took notice of Hulk doing his thing in WWF at the time.
Don't you mean Balea?
No, I'm it's another thing
So
I
were
get
you a
messages
fan?
about from new listeners. What is this? Did you go to high school with him bit? Can y'all enlighten me?
You got to listen long enough for that to come out, and it's not going to come out right now. So were you a fan at that point? You're a youngster.
Here's the thing. Because it was wrestling, yes, I was a fan. It was wrestling. So during that time period, anytime I could see wrestling that I could find on television, because unlike nowadays, it's not at your fingertips 24/7. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't, Hulkamaniac with the Hulkamania t-shirt on and all that, but definitely if WWF was on TV, I think it came on Channel 38 during that time in New Orleans. One of the UHF stations is when they first started broadcasting WWF. And then I could see the USA stuff whenever I would go by my uncle.
But was he really on that though? Like, that's the other thing. Is like, when did we really have access to see him if you were poor pieces of shit down here in the South?
Okay,
like
so yeah, you're right. Back then, like especially the Channel 38 show that I had at the UHF station in New Orleans, he was only on that every once in a blue moon. The USA, what was the name of that show? I can't remember the name of it, but I kind of feel like I remember seeing him there a couple of times, and they would always show that highlight of him, beating Iron Sheik. So, I mean, like I said, here was the thing. They didn't show him on TV a lot, but that actually back then led to the mystique a little bit. So,
sure.
Don't sure me. But
that's
anyway.
That's a good sure, by the way. That's a good sure.
Gotcha.
Like, yes, I agree.
But I'm going to go back to what I said. I was a fan of professional wrestling. So I got my Mid-South. I got my TBS show with WCW, NWA for sure. And then if I just so happened to be by my uncle's house when this was on, WWF was on, sure. I watched it. I was a fan. I wasn't a Hulkamaniac like Randy and Harper were. But yeah, I did.
Who is?
Would you say who is?
So here's my thing about that. And this is the time when, like, right now, the difference in our age means nothing. But back then, it meant a lot. So I had watched World Class. And back then, World Class and Mid-South had a lot in common because it was hard-hitting, hot wrestling. Some of the wrestlers. But it felt like real the way it was presented and the feuds and the crowds. Whenever I got to see the WWF on cable, I was like, this is crap. I mean, it wasn't like I liked wrestling, so I watched it, but like, I'm like, who's this Iron Mike Sharp? And it was cartoony even then, and I could tell it. I mean, I watched it, don't get me wrong. I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. And I watched him on Saturday Night Main Event, and I'd be like, well, I'm rooting for him to lose because it's like, God damn it, he'd start that damn hulking up shit. I'm like, this is the dumbest shit that's ever existed. And I'm like, and I fell for, because I'm like, I'm a kid, man. We're all stupid when we're kids. I was like, this is the time Paul Orndorff beats him. This is the time Bob Orton beats him. And he'd hulk up, and I'm like, this motherfucker again. It just, the only time I was like wowed and awed by Hulk Hogan was in Rocky, when he threw Rocky Balboa out of the ring, because I got to see that in Rocky. I was like, damn, that dude's big. He just tossed Rocky Balboa out the damn ring. And they were like, oh, he's a wrestler. And I'm like, oh, that's cool too. I like wrestling.
Yeah. Gotta wait. My daughter's about to come in the door shortly. I don't know if she's almost here or what, but you're gonna hear some barking.
Yeah, I got some barking going on outside too.
I bet you do.
These fucking dogs. No, I'm talking about the dogs, not the people.
It's wrestling, man. Like, if you want me to sit there and lie and say, no, I didn't watch it. No, I watched it. And I pretty much cheered for the good guys at that point in my life because I was a snot-nosed kid. But
yeah, well,
it's
gonna be everybody start rooting for the baby faces again because all the heels in the world are out there on the island. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right. I'm just saying we're pretty clear. We've been way ahead of the world on our stance on that kind of shit, right?
Clearly.
There you go. Okay, I have something else I'd like to bring up before Harper gets here. And you and I briefly talked about this earlier today, but we're busy, titans of industry down at the shoot job, so we don't have a lot of time to bust this up, but we talked about it briefly. I was over on the old Corny network recently listening to something, and they've been doing this series like the top 30 wrestlers in 1983, whatever, and it's pretty fascinating to hear their take on some of that stuff. And I listen to the show. I'm a regular listener and don't mind giving them a free plug. But they were talking about Iceman King Parsons. And your best friend, co-host of the Mid-South Wrestling Podcast, the great Brian Last, mentioned a question to Corny without any credit given back to a certain menace to society that you say was your original hypothesis and premise. And that is, why didn't, or what if Bill Watts went to Iceman King Parsons to replace Junkyard Dog instead of Master G and the other Sweet Brown, whatever, all the cast of the extras from Good Times, to try to do that? Iceman seems like a really natural in that. I don't know that he would have been a 1-for-1 replacement. And Corny even said, I never thought of that until it just got said, but hell, I mean, he would have been my choice. So why don't you give us a little bit of backstory on how you can take credit for this and start maybe a podcasting war with your old friend and co-host?
I don't remember which episode it came up on the Mid-South podcast, but it came up many years ago. And I think it was one of the episodes where Iceman was in the promotion or came in for a shot. Or it was an episode where there wasn't a lot happening. So we came up with a topic and that was it. And I think the only person who could have came close, because the problem with, you're not just replacing JYD. There is a racial element to it, but the problem was you were trying to replace the top babyface in the promotion. So it's very, very complicated because you're not just take out whoever your top babyface is in various promotions that you've ever watched and enjoyed. And World Class is a little different because the Von Erichs are kind of like that. You got the brothers. It's I don't know if you could go top, but try to just think about your promotion and that you grew up watching and say, okay, if you just completely remove your top babyface, who you replace them with? It's a hard thing to do. But my point about JYD was the way he kind of, not only was he a top babyface, but he carried pretty much your biggest town and city in the promotion with New Orleans because he was an African-American athlete and people just got behind him. He was like a force of nature throughout the promotion and especially in New Orleans. And he had charisma. He was a good wrestler. I don't think he gets the credit as a wrestler that he deserves, especially later in his career.
We talked about that on the show.
When he blew up, when he got real big, but he was a good wrestler. Better than people give him credit for.
He was, he and Michael Hayes are the two that I think were better. I mean, they're not Luthez, but they're not I don't know, Jungle Jim Steele or whatever.
Yeah, they just don't get the credit they deserve. But the thing with JYD, the charisma, and you needed somebody who had charisma, could cut an above average promo, and could get over with the New Orleans fan base, which would then, in my opinion, just, carry on throughout the rest of the promotion. So that was the thing. And I think in my mind, the only person who could have came close, and to be clear, I'm not saying he would have replaced Dog, but the only person,
way to know.
Right. The only person that could have come close, in my opinion, was Iceman. And I say that because, and I said this on the show. I was like, he's the only one that could come close. He had the charisma. Iceman had charisma out his ass. He could cut a good promo above average. I mean, he ain't Ric Flair, but not a lot of people are. He ain't Stone Cold Steve Austin, but not a lot of people are. But he could cut a good, fired up babyface promo. So he had that part. He probably is about the same caliber of quote unquote wrestler as Dog, but he could work. And I think, of all the people they tried, he was the one that they really needed to try it with, because everybody else with Master G and everybody it was like, dude, I hate to say this, but like Watts just went through every black wrestler. He didn't go through every, but he like was every single black wrestler. He's like, all right, that doesn't work. Let's go get the next one. Let's go get the next one.
That's as racist as what he said in that Hank Aaron got him for. Because he thought any black wrestler works.
I mean, he's done a lot more racist things, so I don't want to pin that one on him. But my point being, like, the only person to me that would have had a shot would have been Iceman. The problem is, like I told you earlier today, the territories were going to die no matter what. So even if it is Iceman,
I get that.
Even if it's Iceman, it doesn't mean the promotion is gonna live on. But at least you give yourself time, or you get that top baby face. Because I'm convinced that Iceman would have been great in that role. I mean, okay. He'd have been great in that role.
Can I offer you a couple of other things on top of that?
Yes.
Totally agree. I'm as everybody who's a regular listener of this show knows, I'm a big fan of Iceman as well. And Iceman, I think, cut a better than average promo by a lot more. You could argue he was the best promo on the babyface side in World Class.
I do agree with that, because the Von Erich boys
and Chris Adams.
Adams was good too, but the Von Erich boys.
Here's why I say that about Iceman. Iceman got his ass over in racist areas. Like, he got over, like, he did the same thing, not to the scale that JYD did, but the same concept of, I got white people who don't necessarily like black people that are cheering for me and going, yeah to my promos. The question is, could he carry it at that next level up? That's what you're saying. As you said earlier, that top baby face, that's a different weight on your shoulders. You got to scale up to that, to use a bit, you got scalability, pal, to use a business term, but it's true. I mean, did he have the raw tools, everything he needed was there. We just don't know if it would have worked. Now, I have one other name for you to consider, and I don't know, to be honest, he may have already been in WWF by then. What about Coco Beware?
Well, Coco did work in Mid-South and UWF
during that time.
Yeah, right after. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't much. Well, I'm trying to do the math. I mean, he wasn't one of. Let me say it like this: by the time Coco came in early '86, it wasn't. Dog had been gone for long enough at that point where, I didn't look at Coco as the guy that was going to replace him.
Sure,
but I mean, he is somebody, like, Coco had the charisma, but I don't.
And he could wrestle.
And he could wrestle. Smaller guy, shorter. The only other guy. Go ahead. You were giving me that name. Were there any other names?
No. That was the only one that came to mind, and it was more for like. But I also don't know how he might have been a little bit older by that point as well. So like the WWF had him out there with the bird shucking and jiving. That might have been more, suitable. I literally don't know what I'm talking about now. But he seems to have more of the check marks potentially, but I still think Iceman in that part of the country with his rap, that hairstyle, just he had the straight left hand or right hand that he could throw. Man, his promos were great. It bees that way sometimes, and
his promos would have connected. I actually think they would have connected better in the Deep South and New Orleans and a lot of the towns like Houma and all that. Like he he could get it going. He had the rap going, and he could get it going on those promos. I think he would have been able to connect with the people big time. It would have been great, fantastic.
And outside of not using rubbers, I always wonder, like, man, that guy is one of those vastly underrated talents over the years. He does not get talked about.
We did a segment on that. You probably don't even remember. It's on the YouTube channel.
Okay.
It was Iceman is the most underrated, one of the most underrated ever, or something like that was the title.
Well, take that to Pound Town, everybody. And don't wear a rubber. Be like Iceman.
A few years ago, so I don't know about taking that one to Pound Town. It's not going to have the pound, not going to have the hype button. But go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying. I just wanted that was something that came up, and it got me thinking because I was listening to it, and and also I got one more question. When can we? When can we expect you to start up with new episodes of the Mid-South podcast?
Yeah, I don't know if Brian and Corny got time. So there's
well, Corny never did it, so I don't. What?
Well, I've talked about this a million times. Obviously, how many? What the hell? He hung up. That was Harper. Everybody, for anybody wondering what that noise was. Yeah, what do they record for 8 hours a week or more, and then they got a whole lot of wrestling they got to watch, and yeah, I don't know.
What how far did y'all get in that show? What year did y'all leave off?
In '83.
Man, there's so much more to do.
There are some unreleased shows that we did in '84. So, I mean, there's stuff in the can.
Why don't I just everybody out there give the champ a break this week and send TGBL a little note saying you're ready for the Mid-South podcast.
Okay.
I feel like you have too much free time right now, and we need to get you busy.
I don't know about that. I definitely don't know about that. I
mean, the kids are out on their own now. They're wheeling and dealing and making their own move.
Not quite.
Okay. Well, it's close, and we want to make sure that you don't have empty nest syndrome, get sad, do the Von Erich thing. So I just want to make sure you're busy.
I guarantee you, empty nest syndrome will not hit me.
Well, okay.
The Mrs. maybe. I don't know. She gets all weird. I'm like, I'm ready for these kids to be gone.
All right, he's trying to get in now. Hold on. Let's bring him in.
So, yeah, that wrapped up the Iceman segment and whatnot. But now Harper's here. Harper, how you doing?
Hey.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You're not on your headset and your microphone, sounds like.
Wow, what's wrong?
It sounds like you're in a hallway.
Yeah,
down the hall.
You're on your computer. Your microphone's on the computer, like
What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
I can hear y'all.
That's great. We can hear you.
You can hear us through the headset?
Yeah.
All right. Is your little mouthpiece by your mouth, or is it sticking up straight in the air?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about that universal remote?
Put that mouthpiece by your mouth. Oh, he just hit mute.
Yeah. How about now?
No.
You still sound.
What the fuck, Mike?
You need to mess with your settings. Where's Tiffany?
She's fucking working because it's Wednesday.
It's Mardi Gras, bro. She's got to make that money.
Okay. You remember how to go to your audio settings?
Do you feel the panic in his
Michael,
voice?
leave me alone.
We need an intern so bad.
Yeah.
You remember how to share your screen?
That goes to UT fucking Arlington to fucking do this shit.
Do you need it?
We need him in Metairie.
Do you need a won't you share your screen?
Uh-oh. This is going to be great.
Here's how to do that.
Here's a live.
Oh, wait.
ETT.
Okay. Share.
Let's see if it
we have
works.
somebody listening to this, Mike, that's in IT support that's going to be jumping through their skin trying to help Harper right now while they're listening to this.
They don't know the problem they're trying to solve either. You don't ain't nothing sharing, but okay.
Yeah, because it's not popping up. It just says cancel, and you can't hit share.
All right. At the top of your screen, do you have a thing that says like more somewhere?
More. How do you like it? How you like it?
Be like
that song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get the technology squared away.
Okay, settings.
Do you have one that says audio settings?
Let's see. How do you like it? What the fuck, Mike? You see what you did?
We're off to a bad start here.
2-hour
I know,
episode
right?
coming at us.
Huh?
2-hour episode coming at us.
When?
Tonight.
Gee, you fucking asshole.
And we ain't even hit the baseball strike yet.
I know.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know, Michael.
Well, your screen's not being shared with
Hey,
me.
I got an idea.
wait.
I've done this in the
Device.
past. I've done this in the past.
Device.
Okay, wait. It says Eternal Mike.
External.
Microsoft.
Oh.
How
What'd
about
you do?
That's it.
Okay, book it, bitch. Let's go home.
Did you hear what he said, Doc? Eternal Mike.
I did.
Sir, it's external Mike?
Whatever. Eternal Mike. Peace be with you.
No, it's a new AI mic. It won't turn itself
Oh my
off,
God.
even if you give it instructions.
He said he said eternal. All right, hold on. Let me share my screen because we about to get started.
Jesus. What y'all been doing?
We were having a
We've been
conversation
talking
about some stuff.
Oh,
We've
about
been talking about wrestling like gentlemen.
shy off fucking what his name is that got arrested.
No, we didn't talk
No.
about that.
Okay.
We were having a scholarly discussion about that doesn't work for me, brother, which is going to piss you off tonight. So why don't you stay tuned because I'm about to hit the video recorder. All right. Harper, since you weren't here for the opening, it is June 11th of 94, a monumental episode. It says it was taped June 11th at Center Stage as well. So I don't think it was live, but it was taped June 11th, if that makes any sense.
That's not true.
All right. Tony and Bobby open the show. Tony says Mean Gene is not in the arena right now, but he will be here later for the Hogan press conference. Bobby Heenan, he's going to have a stroke this episode, and he just yells, "I have had it up to here with Hulk Hogan."
He's not the only one.
Yeah. But anything from the opening before I get to the first match?
Harper, you need to try to find some joy. That's what we've been told. We've been given feedback that we need to have more joy in us when we review all this.
No way.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
You need to find more joy in getting kicked in the balls, man.
Find joy while you're trying to fix your eternal mic, sir.
Yeah.
Did you get that universal remote working?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
A couple of weeks ago, you still hadn't, so just...
He just randomly in the middle of the show. Wait, I got it. All right, Doc. Well, first match, Johnny B. Bad versus the Terrorist.
Who's the terrorist?
We've gone through this a million times. I'm not repeating
Jack
it again.
Victory?
We've gone
It's
through
not the
this.
Cuban assassin.
Thank you, Harper.
It's not him.
Thank you, Harper.
That is not David Sierra. Why am I turning into Harper?
I don't know. You need hooked on phonics now, motherfucker.
Come on.
Schiavone promotes the upcoming clash where Sting will battle Flair in a world title unification match in less than 2 weeks. You can hear us review it on Patreon at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. As for this match with Johnny B. Bad and the Terrorist, it's a quick one, and Bad and Merrow, or Bad/Merrow win with ease, sunset flip. Doc, any thoughts on this one?
It was all right. I mean, it's a WCW event, so Johnny B. Bad has to start it. It's a rule.
Good point. And at least it's not Hogan, right?
Of course.
All right. Harper, I got some questions for you about the car that Hogan's riding in on when the parade starts later in the show. Just putting that out there. All right, Doc.
I was thinking, where's Lee Harvey Oswald when you need him?
Jesus Christ. Seriously?
I can say that now because Hogan's dead.
You send your hate mail to docturner@gmail.com. Don't send it to me.
I've got a live account over there.
You sure do. All right.
I check it like every 45 minutes.
That's right.
Even during the middle of the night.
You know, I get worried when we're talking and I don't hear like background noise coming from Harper's audio. Like, I'm like, what did he do? Did he hang up? You ever do that? Like, he's like a kid that, it's like
he wandered off.
Well, no, like, so he won't understand this, but you have kids. You ever notice it's one of those things like when your kids aren't making enough noise, you like got to walk in there to see what the hell's going on.
I'm going to go in there and check on him.
Yeah,
make sure they're not feeling bad or something.
Harper when I don't hear his mic because he doesn't know how to hit mute, but I guess he's on mute right now.
Turns out they had a fever. We were right. Right, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Well, on that note, let's go now to some the promo after the match we just watched where Mark Merrow won, Johnny B. Bad. It is Colonel Parker, Austin, and Ming. Doc, hope you're ready for this one. Here it is.
All right, thank you very much, Brain. As the U.S. champ, Stunning Steve, Colonel Parker, and Ming are out here after a great win by Johnny B. Bad.
Johnny, hold on now. I want you to lend me your ears for just a minute over here. Y'all been saying Steve Austin here, I win all of his matches out here. Well, I want to tell you, I don't even own a set of tights, sir. But I'm going to tell you this. Might be doing you a favor, might not. This man's the greatest star of all. And he don't need me out here. He's still under contract, but he'll be going to that ring by himself from now on. I want you to come over here, Johnny. I want you to come over here. Now, don't be scared. Don't be scared, Johnny. What's that smell, Johnny? Did someone throw a skunk in the ring, or is that the smell of your last match? Now, get over here. I got a few words to say to you. Now, don't get too close to me, kid. Don't get too close, because I know when a man like you gets too close to a man like me, you'd probably lean over and kiss me, wouldn't you, Johnny, huh? You'd lean over and kiss me, wouldn't you, you little pansy? You feel good about your U.S. title shot, your rematch, Johnny? What'd you do? Did you cry to the board of directors? The only reason I'm not the U.S. heavyweight champion of the world is because of Colonel Robert Parker. Not because of you. Shut up. I called you out here. This is my interview time. Let me tell you something, Johnny. Let me tell you something. I hope you're proud of yourself, Johnny, because your parents have got to be horrified. You have been played a cruel trick on by life. You're a freak of nature. And let me tell you another thing. If I put you in this white bag right here, if I put you in this trash bag, you couldn't wrestle your way out of it. I'm going to tell you right now, Johnny, you don't stand a chance, kid. You don't stand a chance. No, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere, son. You look real pretty. Don't touch me, Johnny. Don't you dare touch your United States champion. I look at you, Johnny, and I gotta say to you, Tony, in my opinion, he'd make a damn good-looking woman, wouldn't he? Huh? When he wakes up, make sure he brings the belt to the Clash of the Champions.
Fans, we gotta take a break.
You think Austin was being a little stiff there or what, Doc?
You couldn't do that today.
No. Right, he did everything but drop the F word.
Kind of surprised he didn't.
All right.
There was a whole lot of Stone Cold in that too. He wasn't comfortable yet, but you can. God, do we not have any old heads in the back that like, okay, that kid can cut a promo. We need to coach him a little bit, and we got something here.
Yeah, for real.
Or is everybody just, this place sucks, and we're going to take as much of Turner's money as we can before it all burns down?
No, nobody's paying attention to him now because that doesn't work for me. Brother is about to come in.
Oh, there's your girlfriend.
Smoke show
bouncing around.
That was a damn good promo, though.
It was a damn good promo. Why is Parker Fuller not coming to the ring anymore? Doesn't that deserve some explanation?
Apparently not. This is the great part about all the mistakes they're gonna make from now on is me, you, or Harper, or all three of us are gonna go, that doesn't work for me, brother. Did that? Do you realize that? It's like now you have somebody to blame every problem on.
Oh, I've been blaming it on Bischoff until now. So he thought Austin was hard to work with, apparently, you know.
There's probably some truth to that.
Why would Colonel Parker get rid of the U.S. champion after such a short time, after trying to get him and taking him away from the Hollywood Blondes?
You absolutely have a great point. Now he's still under contract, but I'm not going to come out here. I don't know what to say.
But I thought Austin was really good there, even though, you know, he had to dance around not using certain words.
Yeah.
Now Harper's on mute. Now he's back. Nope, he's on mute again. He's back. What'd you think, Harper?
Yeah, I think he stepped away.
Are we sure Harper's here?
I mean, he's showing there.
Okay.
He is on mute, though. He was on mute.
Now he's not.
Okay. I don't know what he's doing. Harper, just hit unmute when you can.
Talk to us, man.
You're live? Blink. Blink twice.
Yeah.
What did she do?
Show us on the doll where Mike touched you.
Did she poison you? All right. Well, when he comes back, we'll get his thoughts. All right.
Did you ever see a 40-Year-Old Virgin?
How long ago did that movie come out?
I don't know, 20 years ago?
I feel like I did, but it's been forever.
You know, Kimberly pops out a tit in that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you say the name of that movie?
It's like a speed dating thing there.
What'd you say the name of that movie is
virgin.
again? No, I'm kidding.
It's the biography of our listeners.
Yeah, well, unmute.
He's still muted. He's chatting us.
Yeah, Harper, unmute yourself.
2005 was that movie.
I didn't mute you.
You put yourself in timeout.
Yeah, you should have some options to unmute yourself. Now I'm sure the people can hear this pinging going off. That is your favorite superstar, everyone. Yeah, unmute yourself. It's probably at the top of the window. There's like a little thing. It's a mic. It says MIC. It doesn't say X.
KEY.
It doesn't say eternal mic. It just says mic. I can't. He's muting himself. This is why we don't win no awards. This is why we don't have sponsors. We can't get the third wheel on this show to work his microphone correctly. Jesus. Come on.
All right.
Harper.
Well,
let's get it. Let's get it. I don't. Now he's gone.
Okay, push pause. Yeah, he's out. Hold on. Push pause.
All right. Say it again.
DDP is a big dude.
Yeah, he's tall.
He's big there. Nah, he's thick there too. He leans out later.
I actually think and I think he's put on some size since he came in.
Yeah.
Like he is filling out. We didn't even say he was wrestling.
Todd Morton, which is what? Ricky Morton's cousin?
Yeah. That's what I always heard.
Looks just like him.
They have a resemblance.
Yeah. So hold on.
I'll go back.
The finisher.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Hold on. Let me go here.
It's like a styles clash, huh?
Yes. So he hasn't done he does what looks like a styles clash. Eventually he's going to start doing the diamond cutter, but the first like iteration of the diamond cutter looks nothing like what the diamond cutter becomes.
I always thought that styles clash looked dangerous.
I wouldn't want to take it.
Like I'm trusting you to hold me up there like that and get yourself all positioned while I'm upside down, my head a couple inches from the mat.
I wouldn't want to take it, but it's only because AJ's short. Like the taller you are, the
So are
safer
you.
it is. I'm not delivering styles clashes to people either at 50 years old.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should head down to the shoot job tomorrow.
Maybe
and
you
say,
should
"Come here,
piss
let me
off.
get you in a hold." Wait, what?
There's Harper back again.
Right in time for the parade.
All right, there he is. Let's see if he can talk now.
Keep your hands off the buttons. Hello?
Harper, does your actual headset have a mute button on it? Like, did you hit something physical on the headset? Oh my God, he hung up again? He's going to call me. I can tell you right now.
I'm trying to help here.
All right, let's get back to this wrestling, I guess. So DDP wins.
I mean, we'll just keep doing what we like to do the best. Oh, look, it's Disney World. Nothing says wrestling like I like it, like Disney World.
That's right. So DDP wins with what looks like a Styles Clash. We then go to an update by Eric Bischoff on the Hulk Hogan signing. Bischoff is at Disney MGM on New York Street, and he's with the fans, and he teases the press conference. Doc, your thoughts on Eazy-E here?
That kid to his right, man. He's got a soccer jersey on in 1994. That's pretty sweet, actually.
Did y'all get me?
Yeah, buddy. What's
we can
up?
hear you. Don't touch
Jesus
anything.
Christ.
Do not touch anything.
No, because now how you click it, like, do you want it to your computer or your headphones? As soon as I would hit join, it would go back to off.
Okay.
For some fucking reason.
So you figured it out now.
I guess, Michael.
Okay, remember what you did for next week, Christopher.
The fuck.
All right. Well, you ain't missed nothing yet besides Austin's ridiculously great promo.
That's nice. Yeah, I saw that.
Did
Come
you hear
on,
it?
Man. I did.
He did he did everything but call Johnny B. Bad a butt pirate.
I know, right?
Whoa.
I'm just saying.
Is that the first time anyone has ever brought that up?
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Brought that he's feminine up?
Yeah, you're right. That he's effeminate. Like, you know, what's going on here?
I think so, because nobody else is. Like, I mean, he brings it up. He'll talk about, like, you know, I'm so pretty and blah, 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 all that.
Right.
And then every
no
now and
one's
then.
ever been like, hey, man.
I think Heenan is like referenced that kind of, but Austin just flat out basically said it without saying it.
Right.
And he's like, you're a freak of nature. Your parents must be proud of what you've become.
That's real nice.
Yeah.
It's true.
No, I mean, just that type of language during that time period, that's you knew exactly what he meant by that.
Yeah.
Is anybody's parents really proud of what their kids have become? Worldwide.
Are your parents proud of what you became? I don't know.
Why would they be? How could they be?
I mean,
look at all of us.
Harper's parents
We're all
are
just
proud.
pieces. No.
Yeah.
We're all just pieces of garbage and trash.
Hey, Doc, you weren't here for the Bossman training with the Guardian Angels. What did you think of this clip?
It's awful.
Awful?
This is just terrible. The whole concept of the Guardian Angels, nobody has given you the power to do this. You're playing cop. Go home, smoke a bowl, and shut up.
Yeah.
We don't need more law enforcement. We need less.
This is like playing cop in a deadly. It's almost like if you go into the Ukraine to fight the Russians and you got a paintball gun.
I was going to say it's kind of like strapping a chicken all over your body and running through the savannah.
Doc says we don't need more law enforcement. We need less. Bullshit, pal. Not in this city. That's what you think.
I use private security.
That's exactly.
Sir.
See, that's why I circled back to that. That's exactly why I circled back to it. You tell Doc. I can already hear it. Somebody's going to turn that into some political statement when he's just working people into a lather. Jesus Christ.
Somebody tell me something. That's what I need. I need more people. That's what I need is more people telling me things.
Harper, how do you say the leader of the Guardian Angels last name again?
I don't remember what was it?
Google it. I want you to read it again.
Carlos
Mancina.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What is it?
Curtis. It starts with an S, remember?
Curtis what?
It starts with an
Curtis
S.
Leestack.
I don't know what it is.
You looked it up. What do you mean you don't know?
He ran for mayor.
Oh, the guy that would always come on Fox News.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's see.
You need to stop watching that news.
Yeah.
It'll rot your brain. Both sides. By the way.
Working people into a shoot.
Man, I walk in the room and either mother-in-law or Mrs. Duck has it on, and I'm like, it's the same rap as wrestling. They're just cutting promos, and if you know, you know.
Read that
Curtis.
name. Read that name for me, Harper. I just sent it to you.
Yeah, Curtis Silwa.
Yeah.
There we are. Now we can move to the next match. All right.
Did you get a tax break or something for doing this shit? I mean, what's the payoff? That's what I don't get. Like, do you get a tax break? Is there like some kind of, can you park in a handicap spot in front of Walmart or something?
My point is, who's asking for this?
Concerned citizens.
Man, it's New York. Nobody's concerned about anything.
Haven't you seen Police Academy 4, Citizens on Patrol? Come on.
Bro, me and Randy saw that at fucking Lakeside Cinema.
I don't know where
I stopped after 2.
I don't know where I saw it, but I remember seeing it in the movie theater because I think it was the first one that wasn't R-rated.
Citizen on Patrol.
I think it was like PG-13.
They had what's his name in it from Saturday Night Live. He was real young. Guy that does from Wayne's World. Garth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Sure.
He did Wayne's World. No. I think it was from Tommy Boy.
Damn, I was hoping he would just let it go that way. People would DM him.
What's his name from Chris Farley's buddy?
David Spade.
David Spade is in it. He's one of the skateboard kids, and he's really young.
Boy, nothing about David Spade says skateboard kid to me.
Can you imagine D-Man watching Police Academy 4 with the way he's like...
Why is this so stupid, bro? I can't believe people used to watch this shit.
I mean, Gutenberg was all right, but come on.
Oh, I'm glad you did that, Doc. Doc, I get requests for you to do D-Man. Come on, Doc.
There you go.
Give me your best D-Man. What does D-Man think of Dustin Rhodes?
I don't want it.
That was pretty good.
I don't want to.
All right.
Thanks.
We watched Dustin Rhodes defeat Tony
But you already
Vincent
knew that.
in a very quick... Okay. Dustin Rhodes...
But you stick to being a stooge, menace.
Dustin Rhodes defeats Tony Vincent after the Ray Trailer training with the Guardian Angels. Doc, from there, I'm going to go to a Dustin Rhodes promo. Here it is.
Well, I'm over here, Brain, at the interview location. Let's bring in a man who just got a big win and continues to win, the natural Dustin Rhodes. And Dustin, no one ever disputes your win-loss record and your heart and determination, but it's awfully tough when you got to face more than one man, and I'm talking about guys like Terry Funk and Bunkhouse Buck.
Tony, Colonel Parker started this. I finished it as I said I would do at Slamboree in a bull rope match, in my kind of match. But as that good-for-nothing Colonel Parker thought he had another ace up his sleeve, meaning Terry Funk. The Funks and the Rhodes go way, way back, and there's been a lot of blood loss. I understand that. But that was then. This is now. You're looking at 260 pounds of all natural second generation, brother. And Funk, you can't hurt me enough. You can't keep me down enough to do what I'm gonna do to you. And there is not a man on the face of this planet that can stop me. Drastic situations call for drastic measures, right, Tony?
You're right, Dustin.
That's why I'm here today. Now, Colonel Parker, you, Buck, Funk, can come jump on me 3-on-1. You're gonna play dirty? Well, now it's my time to play dirty. I'm here to ask for a partner. I'm not talking about anybody, because there are a lot of good wrestlers out here today. I'm talking about somebody that is tough enough, that is mean enough, and that can fight. And Tony, if you go way back to the Four Horsemen, if you recall, if one of them was down, there was one right behind, right?
Exactly, Dustin.
Well, today, I ask you, Enforcer AA Arn Anderson, to be the natural Dustin Rhodes' partner, to take care of Terry Funk and Bunkhouse Buck once and for all, because Arn Anderson, I know you because I've wrestled you. You got what it takes. You tough enough. You're man enough. And with the natural Dustin Rhodes, you can't go wrong, brother.
All right, from the natural Dustin Rhodes, a plea to Arn Anderson to be his partner.
All right, Dustin. Doc, Dustin is fired up. Said he's here to play dirty like they are. Calls for a partner. Calls for Arn. What'd you think?
I thought that was a good promo and shit, man. If I'm asking for a tag team partner, I'd ask for an Anderson too. That shit makes sense because Arn just had to, he got told to find the boundaries of his ignorance a couple of weeks ago. Well, I'll help you, Dustin. I mean, we won't be friends, but if the money's right, I can do it.
Harper, has your ignorance found some boundaries?
No. It runs free. It's like a cage-free chicken.
I thought he was going to say it was like a Mexican coyote.
That's nice.
I'll never forget, man. Me and Harper went to eat at IHOP when I was in town for breakfast. Not this last time. I don't know if it was last. I can't remember when it was, but anyway,
about a year or so ago.
It was over. Yeah. So we meet him on Saturday morning, and a coyote walks by. I go, Harper, there's a coyote. He looked like he was confused. He's like, huh? I said, coyote. It was right after his coyote rant. Anyway, so yeah, Mexican coyote, whatever.
Whatever, bro.
Whatever, bro. Stick to being a stooge. Bunch of fucking marks. Bro.
We're the biggest marks are the ones in the fucking ring, bro.
Bro, he got worked into a shoot last week over something. He posted that in the Facebook group. The biggest marks are the boys in the back. I got Crockett messaging me, this one messaging me, talking about, is D-Man working the room or is he really mad? I don't know. Why don't you ask him? Sheesh. All right. I'm going to play this Larry Zbyszko promo because I think there's a point made here that Doc loves. But I also want Harper. We haven't asked Harper your thoughts on Larry Zbyszko, so be ready to give D-Man's thoughts on Larry Zbyszko after we listen to the promo. So let's go now to Schiavone, who is interviewing Larry Zbyszko since things have been going well for him lately. Here it is.
TBS WCW Saturday Night on this historic night here on TBS. And fans, Clash of the Champions upcoming Thursday, June 23rd. One match for the World Television title. The champion, Larry Zbyszko, the legend, defending against the man you defeated for the belt, Larry, or Steven Regal.
Obviously, Lord Regal is not up on all his American traditions yet. We're going to have to enlighten the man a little farther. We've got one here called freedom of speech, your lordship. A lot of people take it for granted. A lot of people died for the right. And through that freedom of speech we have here in America, I have been called many names over the years. Some we won't get into. One name, however, I've never been called, and that's a coward. You gave me an opportunity to take your world championship belt. Well, I'm man enough to extend the same courtesy. I'm going to give you a chance to get back in the ring with me and prove that you're a great mat technician. Obviously, Tony, he's not great enough. We're going to find out who the greatest mat technician of all times is at the Clash of Champions. Let's talk about one more American tradition. You love this one. It's called baseball. Personally, I think it's great for insomnia. But there's one great cliche that has emerged from that game, your lordship, and it's 3 strikes, you're out of here. I've already beaten you twice. 3rd time's the charm.
the world television champion Larry Zbyszko as we go to the ring.
Larry out here insulting baseball on TBS with the Braves, man. That was a brave move, if I say so myself. Doc, did you like his insult of the sport of baseball?
Nah, bro. We got baseball starting this week. Spring training game starts Friday.
There we go.
That's right.
Nate Eovaldi on the hill. All right.
I mean,
We're gonna get
baseball,
back.
but just think of how much before there was a pitch clock, how long it would go on for.
That was a real problem.
That was a real problem.
Kept throwing it to first base, throw it to first base, throw it to first base.
Scratch your nuts.
Yeah, scratch my nuts and keep looking at them. No.
Adjust my batting gloves 1,000,000 times.
Right.
Every single time I
What the
step in the
fuck?
box and step out.
Harper, what are you going to do next year when there is no baseball?
That can't happen.
Bro, they ain't going to play next year. Your team has destroyed the money in the league. They ain't going to be no 2027 league season.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
All right. Did you
look at your man? Get on your own Dodger Blue podcast and tell them that y'all are fucking up the whole sport.
Yeah, right.
All right, Doc.
People don't like your success.
Did you enjoy Zbyszko's promo?
Yeah, it was good.
I thought it was good. Yeah.
All right. So D-Man.
What would D-Man say?
How old is
What
who?
would D-Man say?
Fucking
we're
Larry
talking all over each other.
Zbyszko.
I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep talking over everyone.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Doc.
What would D-Man say about Larry and Bruno back in the day?
Bro, Larry's a good worker, bro. He's so fucking underrated. And he's got to be like in his 40s right here. But, I mean, he still looks good, and he's still good in the fucking ring.
Do you like what he did to Bruno, D-Man?
Oh, look, he didn't mean to do it, you know?
All of a sudden, D-Man got concerned. Oh, he didn't mean to do it.
Yeah, he didn't mean to do it.
Larry is 43, going to be 44 in December. Wait, no, 42, going to be 43 in December. I'm sorry.
I wonder how old he was versus Bruno. He must have been a kid, huh?
28. If I'm doing my math
was that
right.
old?
Because it was 1980.
Damn.
Yeah. If it was late in the year, he'd have been 29. Wow.
Yeah, Mike, that's usually how it fucking works.
Thanks, Harper. Appreciate it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That Grace King education does well for your hook on phonics.
It would have been 29, huh? Yeah.
I mean, nobody dislikes Mike more than me, but that seems a little harsh.
All right,
That's
let's continue. We go to Frank Anderson versus the Gambler. Anderson is supposedly a gold medal Olympic wrestler. Bobby wants to know if he is related to Arn or Ole. Tony says no with an attitude. The win is we get a waistlock takeover bridge, and Anderson pins the Gambler, and my comment was the wrong guy won. Doc, thoughts?
Isn't that on some level Bagwell's finisher?
What'd you do? A blockbuster?
Watch, here it is. It's like it's a bridge, but it's a waistlock. Like, watch.
What's his name? Frank Anderson?
See how you?
Oh.
No, Bagwell does like the perfect plex, the fisherman suit. It's similar, but not the same.
Okay. So you don't like this guy?
I don't.
He looks like Chick Donovan and Firebreaker Chip and Jeff Jarrett had a baby.
I don't remember if we see him again.
Okay, that's fair.
That's good.
If we do,
Yeah,
it's name memorable. I mean, he comes in and pins the Gambler, and I don't know. Then I'll say that he watch you be on next week, but I don't remember him doing anything.
Okay, they were trying to make like he was a deal or something, but fuck
exactly.
No.
That's why
Okay.
I said that.
I got it right here.
What?
Sweden's 1984 Olympic medalist Fred Anderson passed away.
Frank Anderson.
Yeah, whatever. At age 62.
Are we talking about the same person?
Yes.
Okay.
What did he do?
You just
How did
said
he
Fred.
die?
Frank Anderson, Greco-Roman.
Greco?
Yeah. Roman wrestler from Sweden. He won the bronze medal in 84.
Who hasn't?
Fred Anderson won the Geico Roman Wrestling Gold in '84. Got it. All right. Jungle Jim Steele versus...
Our show continues to be educational.
Jungle Jim, if you're still with us, God bless you. Thank you. Jungle Jim Steele versus Big Bad John. Tony
Who's Big Bad John?
That's Max Muscle. That's who that is. Tony is laying it on thick on commentary. It tells us how he has been with WCW since the early 80s, with the exception of a hiatus up north, that this is the biggest night in WCW history, Doc.
It is.
All right.
Wait, who?
Tony said that. Schiavone.
About who?
He's saying tonight is the biggest night in WCW history.
Because of Hogan?
Yes. You are correct,
No.
sir.
That's bullshit.
Okay. Just telling you what Tony said. Jungle Jim gives Big Bad John the dong trap, and Jungle Jim wins in a snooze fest. Doc, any thoughts?
Straight out of the Everglades.
That's right. Jungle Jim from the Everglades. I forgot. Jesus Christ.
See? Look at that little girl. She thinks he's the real deal.
Eric Bischoff is on New York Street at MGM MGM, and he's talking to Mean Gene about the Hogan signing. We're going to see later on in the hour. Doc, any thoughts?
Can't wait.
Boy.
Yeah, this is bullshit, Mike.
All right. Well,
no. You're supposed to watch with more joy.
Right. People are telling us we're being too negative about it, Harper.
Whatever.
Wait till that fucking cage match where him and Macho go through everybody, and you hear me have a stroke on the air.
Uncensored 96. If we make it that far, that might be
I
the
remember
one.
watching that shit.
We all
paid money
do.
for
Randy.
I paid money for it.
Bruh, the funniest thing about that is all three of us watched that bull crap. We didn't even know each other at the time, and we all watched it with the same thought of, this is pathetic.
I mean, it sounds good on paper.
No, it doesn't. If TVs were as cheap as they are today, and I had more money, I would have broke my TV that night.
Yeah, I got this one for $9.
There you go. All right, let's
I
go.
Didn't have $9. I didn't have $9 back then.
Cactus Jack and Kevin Sullivan, the tag team champions, are taking on Pretty Wonderful. Tony promotes the upcoming clash where Cactus and Sullivan will battle the Nasty Boys. Tony promotes it as a traditional tag match and not a Broad Street bully match like the last one they had. Tony also mentions...
But Bobby goes, really, how are they going to enforce that? Like, you going to get them on the apron kind of thing? And he's not wrong.
Well, Bobby always tells the truth. We found that out after all these years. Tony also mentions a brand new tag team will be debuting next week called Stars and Stripes. He doesn't really say the details on it, but he just says, stay tuned and look out for that next tag team.
That sounds horrible.
Bro, why you hate America, man?
Everything that I say, that they say, Harper's like, that sucks.
Bruh, how long did it take him to think of that fucking name? We're going to call you Stars and Stripes, and you're going to be, the typical Captain America fucking gimmick or whatever.
Do you know who it is?
I don't. Steve Rogers and
no, seriously.
USA
Do you know?
And Falcon. I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Okay, well, we've seen both of them rather recently in this promotion.
And they're not bad. It's a dumb tag team name, but that's not their fault.
Yes, it's very dumb. It sounds very indies for that time.
It's a good point. Well, he's not wrong.
Now that Hogan's here, this is
in fucking Homer with that gimmick in the 90s.
Well, now that Hogan's here, this is basically just a glorified indie.
All right.
That's nice.
Right. All right. Doc, any thoughts on this match? Because we got to get to the Hogan signing. I got to make sure.
Here's the deal. I like this match a lot. I thought it looked like a fight. It looked like a struggle. It looked like these guys were all working hard. And I actually enjoyed this match. Yeah, I thought it was good.
Here's something I haven't said so far. Every single one of these matches are super quick tonight. And it's because they truly spend the last 30 minutes on the Hogan thing. So they're just blowing through these matches. This is actually probably the longest one. But it was pretty good. They fought. I mean, they got after it. The crowd, I can't remember if it was during this match or another. They start chanting, "We want Hogan," which I don't know if that's being piped in or not, but I'm just saying it's happening on the show. As for the finish of this one, hot tag to Sullivan. It turns into a four-way. Cactus hits Orndorff with a double arm underhook DDT. Sullivan goes for the pin, but Roma comes off the top rope to hit Sullivan, but Sullivan moves, so Roma splashes Orndorff. Sullivan then, I forget which one makes the pin, but anyway, long story short, Cactus and Sullivan get the pinfall and win. 1, 2, 3. Good match. So the crowd was into it. I'll give them that. Any other thoughts, Doc?
Mm-mm.
All right. So then we go to another plug for the Clash taking place June the 23rd. And we promote the big match here, which is the WCW Unification title match between Sting and Flair. A lot more happening on that show, but that is the big main event. And
take a look at that.
You can only hear us review it on Patreon at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. That is tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Also, Steve Austin versus Johnny B. Bad, U.S. title. The Guardian Angel is going to debut in the ring finally, so we get to see what Trailer has been up to. And
how did they spell Zabisco right?
Nabisco ding.
Also, one other thing. Sherry introduces her new man or wrestler. That's what we're told at the Clash. Doc, any thoughts?
Can't wait.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think it's so good I may take that week off.
It's funny. All right.
Vacation.
Sounds good. Next match. Vader versus Mike McReynolds. Vader kills this guy instantly. Doc, your thoughts?
Mike?
Yes.
This Mike is in trouble, Mike.
Is this Mike is in trouble as Harper's eternal Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it maybe gets stuck up somebody's ass because this guy gets planted, he gets beat up, and it happens in short order.
Wow. All right. So there's that. It's pretty bad. Vader wins, and that is that. We then go to another update by Bischoff and Mean Gene from MGM on the Hogan signing. They keep milking this Hogan thing the entire hour by going back to they keep going back to MGM to like tease it, and they throw back to center stage. Which now we go to Flying Brian versus Buddy Wayne. I did have a note here. There is a "We Want Hulk" chant going on very, very loudly. Doc, any thoughts on this 2-minute match? Because this one only goes 2 minutes.
Well, I feel like we need to RIP what's his name? Kim, whatever. Pillman's strength coach back at the what am I saying?
The Bengals?
For the Bengals?
The Bengals. He just died.
Yeah. That dude was a worker, bro.
He was a worker.
They don't have enough. Well, I don't want to say they don't have enough. You know, when Darkseid does those interviews, they're interviewing for a whole day. I need to see the whole unreleased footage of the day or two that they interviewed him. Because I know there were some zingers in that interview.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who in AEW, Nick Wayne, his dad was a wrestler named Buddy Wayne. That's not this Buddy Wayne, is it?
I want y'all to DM that buffoon and jackass and stooge, Steven Jaworski. He'll be able to answer that question. He'll love to hear from you.
Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah.
We need to know. Also, would like to know if Shedeur Sanders is starting this year.
I think so.
I mean,
only Jaworski can answer that.
Right, but I don't care. I'm not a Browns fan.
Well, anybody can go 10 for 21 for 83 yards.
Okay.
Look, he just needs a whole season under his belt.
Uh-huh.
All right, Dak.
Hey, man, we live in a world where Sam Darnold has a ring.
I know. What the fuck's going on?
It's crazy. But it's not unprecedented. I mean, Trent Dilfer has a ring. Brad Johnson has a ring.
True.
I mean, like, there are quarterbacks who you wouldn't think of as like, wow, that guy's got a ring.
Shit, Eli has too.
I bet that chapped your hide back in the day.
I don't really care.
Okay.
And Josh Allen fucking might not get one.
That's right.
Dan
Marino, bro.
Yeah, and Joe Burrow.
Charles
Dan
Barkley.
Marino and fucking Jim Kelly.
Karl Malone.
Karl Malone. Oh, you doing basketball now. All right. Pillman defeats Buddy Wayne. Doc, any thoughts?
I need Pillman to get something going.
Yeah. Kind of floundering.
Sherry was out there looking at him. You think Pillman winked at her?
I bet he would want to. Well, no. Remember, he doesn't. Pillman was a nasty son of a bitch. You know that? I mean, you think about it.
Of course he was.
He wasn't winking at a woman. He was plowing the woman when he winked at her kid in the crib.
Yeah,
that's nice.
That's dirty.
Yeah. What's wrong with that, though?
Take some notes, kid.
And then Harper says he should have threw a sheet over his head.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on,
you don't
what's
see
wrong
that.
with you? That's dirty. Oh my God! All right,
that's real classy.
But that wouldn't be on the top 10 dirtiest things you dealt with wrestlers in your career. So don't give me that. Pillman's fine.
Oh no. That's. I don't want to say dealt with because then that makes you seem like you an accomplice to something. It's not on the top 10 of things that you've heard.
I was going to say that you rubbed up against, but that doesn't any matter.
It's
nice.
It's not on the top 10 of disgusting things you've heard.
Okay.
For sure.
Double-use condoms?
Huh?
What?
I don't wear no rubbers.
We've already said that earlier. But anyway, that's
I don't wear no rubbers, brother. Them white boys.
Are we to Hogan yet?
Them white boys wild, bruh. Them white boys wild.
You remember that on this show, too. It's the same for this show. These white boys are wild over here. We'll be wilding out.
Well, we're almost to Hogan, but before we hear from Hogan, we have to hear from Flair. And I think Flair is Doc's spirit animal right here. Let's go to Flair and see what he's got to say.
Thanks a lot, Brain. Still to come, fans, in this program. Stay right where you are. We will go live to Mean Gene Okerlund, the official signing of Hulk Hogan at the press conference to bring him in to World Championship Wrestling. Well, let's bring in the WCW Heavyweight Champion of the World, Nature Boy Ric Flair. Who would have ever thought? Clash of the Champions here on TBS Live. There'll be one world champion, the unification match between you and Sting.
You know, Tony, let's address all the issues. First of all, last week, maybe I overreacted just a little bit. In your eyes, in Okerlund's eyes, and in the eyes of all the brass at this, the illustrious company known as WCW, but not my eyes. I'm gonna tell you. First of all, they've never had in the history of this great sport, two world champions wrestle to become one. It's gonna happen June 23rd. And guess what? I just happen to be one of the champions of the world. You know what the other one is? It's Sting, who in his own semi-arrogant way calls himself the franchise but really doesn't. What does that mean? To me, it means that I'm going to beat the franchise. I'm going to have 2 more world titles. And then it means that I've got to deal with an issue that is driving me absolutely crazy. And that is the fact that you and everybody else is making such a big deal out of Hogan. Who's Hulk Hogan anyway? A movie star that beat up Stallone, slapped around Mr. T. Where are they? I'll do it right now. He's not the world champion yet. He's not even here today yet. But in your eyes, he's the immortal one. For Hogan, be at the Clash of Champions. Please be there to see what immortality and greatness is all about.
And we'll be right back.
Flair preaching there, Doc?
He's preaching. I mean, he'll beat up the same people Hogan beat up. I didn't give a shit. He's been waiting to cut that promo since he got back. He needed somebody that he could fire up, be a heel against, and get into a big time issue because he's been baby facing it up. He's been waiting to cut that promo for a year.
Harper, you got any thoughts on it?
That was good shit.
I mean, he Nationomics did up too when he goes, I'm going to collect 2 more titles. He already held one of the 2, so he would only be getting 1 more. He carried the 1 on that.
Old school Flair.
I love when he said, "Who is Hulk Hogan anyway?" He's some movie star who beat up Stallone.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought Flair was...
And I'd say movie star is generous.
Agree.
That is true.
I thought Flair was really good there, man.
He was protecting his turf.
All right.
But it's over.
From there, we go to a highlight video of Sting. It was weird because it wasn't set to Man Called Sting. It was set to Orange music, which it just made me think the producer, whoever was producing this, didn't know what the hell they were doing.
Just put Orange music on. Nobody will notice.
Right.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
It's set to Orange music. Anyway.
Man Called Orange.
It was crazy.
Arnie. Man Called Arnie.
All right. From there, there's a Sting promo. No howl, just meat and potatoes. Doc, did you have any thoughts on that promo when they were playing
My notes were meh.
All right. We again go to Terry Taylor versus Tex Slasinger. Tony says this might be our last match here because we will be going live to the Hogan press conference at any moment. Bobby Heenan still can't believe all this crap is happening, and Heenan is still saying there's no way the fans voted for Hogan, so he doesn't get why all this is happening. And sure enough, they cut this match off and go to Disney for the press conference.
How disrespectful.
That would piss me off.
How disrespectful. Just
what would piss you off?
Disrespect.
It's like, why you fucking even come out here and do this match if you're just going to cut it off?
For reals.
Mm-hmm. Well, here comes the Hogan parade.
That's the bullshit, man. That is bullshit. And I don't even care about either of those 2 wrestlers, but that is disrespectful.
Okerlund and Bischoff are bumping their gums, talking about how great this moment is. Okerlund says Hogan is the 5-time World Wrestling Federation champion, so we even get the competitor mentioned here during this thing. There's lots of talk as Hogan parades, just through the streets here, and how he's the vehicle's the same color as him, and oh boy, lots of that stuff. Okerlund says Heenan is sick that Hogan is here, and Bischoff says the quiet part out loud. There's probably more than one unhappy face now that Hogan is in WCW. I actually think I might have the timestamp from that, so let me go to it now.
Faces of the kids and the excitement in the people. That's what they wanted. They wanted to see Hulk Hogan get back in the ring, and that's what they've got.
Well, there's one face that is not smiling on this particular evening, and that belongs to none other than Bobby the Brain Heenan. Heenan is sick about the fact, the reality has set in that Hogan is here. He's arrived. He's going to be signing a contract live here tonight in front of our national television audience. And I don't think Heenan's going to live with it. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he turned his resignation in on Monday morning.
I'll tell you what, there's probably more than one unhappy face now that Hulk Hogan is here in WCW. But if you think about it, you look at the toughest competition anywhere in the world. Where are they?
You caught Bischoff there, Doc?
Mm-hmm. He knows.
There's more than one unhappy face. What does he know, Doc?
Boy,
Tell us.
Well, I was going to say we've got Disney and Hulk Hogan together. Nothing says the wrestling wrestling like it used to be and wrestling like we love it like those two.
Insert sarcasm.
Yeah.
Here's the night that the NWA dies.
Okay, the NWA has been dead for a long time.
Come on, that's not a long time ago, bro.
But I'm saying that we started this show under the NWA banner. It's dead now.
And now it's like the Jets getting Aaron Rodgers.
I don't follow, but okay.
Because he's fucking past his prime.
Is he going to tear his Achilles getting out of that car?
Maybe so.
Nice. That would be awesome.
Fuck. You know, as much as I loved Hogan as a kid, this is just so fucking... I don't want to look at this.
Why? What happened? When did it change for you?
Because this is... It's fuck.
Well, that's
no one wants to
brilliant
look
analysis.
at this. That's above, 8 years old. And even those eight-year-old kids are like, okay, I'm going to go watch Batman the Animated Series. I'm going to watch Power Rangers.
Yeah, Power Rangers was pretty popular in '94 by that point, huh?
Oh yeah, Power Rangers was huge right here. Yeah. I'm just dreading.
Every old man named Carl with cheap cigarettes in his front pocket has just now left the fandom. Correct?
Yeah, it's like you see the storm coming and there's nothing you can do about it. So you just climb up in the attic with your axe and just hope the water doesn't get that high.
It's gonna.
He just gave a Katrina reference. Jesus.
How high is the water, Mama?
10 feet rising. Yeah. Hey, I mean, I heard Bo James say on a podcast that the old school faithful in the South didn't buy Sting as one of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're spitting in the face of tradition and what makes this country great. Thanks a lot, Mike. Appreciate it. Great idea to do this show.
Yeah. For everything you do, this bud's for you.
Well, let's go to the official quote-unquote press conference. Mean Gene introducing Hogan.
This is a disaster.
We're not going to listen to the whole thing, but let's get the couple of minutes of this right here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are live at Disney MGM in Orlando, Florida. The press conference, and thousands of fans are here to see one man. Welcome, Hulk Hogan!
Hey, dude, what's happening, brother? You know something, Mean Gene? We're on nationwide TV, brother. WCW and Hulk Hogan, all my Hulkamaniacs are on TV with us right now. And I told you, little dude, that Hulkamania is going to run wild. Check this out, brother. Check it out.
Oh, my.
Great.
Jimmy Hart, you...
Well, this is great, baby. This is definitely the greatest day of my life, baby.
All right, Hulkster, before you do anything else, I've been asked by World Championship Wrestling officials to make it official. Right here, I've got the contract. I'm going to have you with your John Henry. And Jimmy Hart, you little legal beagle, you see to it that this signature is affixed to the contract. And then let's hear it, because history is being made right before your very eyes. That does it. Here we go. Get ready for the ride of your life, ladies and gentlemen. Hulkster, this kind of a reception in this great city, what does it feel like?
Well, you know something, Mean Gene? This has got to be the greatest day in Hulk Hogan's wrestling career. I mean, you dudes have been Hulkamaniacs since you were about this high, if you can dig what I'm saying, brother. You know, and the thing is, you've seen me take on all comers. You see me be a champion as many times as I got fingers on my hand, brother. I body slammed Andre the Giant. God bless his soul, man. I beat all the best right in the center of the ring. And the one thing that I've always dreamed about, is to make not only Hulkamania, because Hulkamania, the training, the prayers, and the vitamins that's instilled in this generation, that's going to be immortal. But I want myself, Hulk Hogan, to go down as immortal. And the only way to become immortal in the WCW is to beat the man. And you all know, woo! To be the man, you gotta beat the man. So my goal in the WCW is to go all the way to the top, and when I get Ted Turner by his arm, we're gonna find out who the most powerful man in the WCW is. Because as I bend him down all the way to the table, Ted Turner someday will say, yes, Hulk Hogan, you've got the match with Ric Flair.
All right, Hulk signs, he cuts a promo. From here, Doc, I'll talk through the rest because I'm not about to play these ridiculously stupid questions that they ask Hogan.
Hold on.
I'm listening. Look, I
Who's
just...
this asshole?
Yeah, hold on, because you do need to play some of these questions because this is...
It looks like the guy...
it is.
Looks like Artie for The Sopranos.
No, I was thinking
of
the
restaurant.
The dude to the left, or the dude on the left with the white shirt on, that is a Hogan
Randy
lookalike.
Hogan.
That's Randy Hogan.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Did you hear him bury everybody when he goes, I've beat the best, instead of I've come here for the best competition? The only one he puts over is Flair.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Maybe that's why there's a bunch of unhappy faces, fucking Bischoff, is because you brought in a fucking jackass.
I'm seeing Mickey Mouse, MGM, and I'm thinking y'all are both overpriced and overrated. The fuck?
So you and Randy weren't happy at this moment.
Bro, I wasn't. Fuck no, dude. In 1994?
Yeah, what year did it stop for you? Because we talked about this before you got on the air. So when did it stop being?
When did you stop being, as you like to say, a Hulkamaniac?
Oh, God, I mean, when the early 91, maybe.
Because I know you were still hook, line, and sinker when he hit Zeus with the chair and the chair exploded.
Yeah.
And Zeus no-sold it. And little Harper was like, oh, my God, what are they going to do with this?
The last feud, I remember, like, real like, oh, shit, was with him versus Earthquake. Jesus. I think that was the last one.
So
I can't remember what happened after that off the top of my head.
Right. So you stop being as you like to say, a Hulkamaniac.
Stop.
That's what he says. I'm not. It's what he says. You say it, Harper. How do you say it? Hulkamania?
Yeah, a Hulkamaniac.
See? A Hulkamaniac.
Oh, man. You get the eternal mic for the Hulkamaniac.
So, but you were only a couple of years here out of it. Like, yeah.
This is just so bad.
It's so corny.
It's so corny.
Which one of these things is not like the others?
Yeah, I need a. This is very corny. It's
corny.
Very
so
corny.
Bad.
Very corny. Okay, so Doc, you want me to?
So just like it's just been done so many times. It's like the thoughts and the prayers and it. Like, fuck, dude, that was 10 years ago when you started doing that shit.
Well, if you thought that part was corny, Doc, I'm going to play this because you want to hear some of these questions. You tell me when to stop.
Okay, so Harper, this is some hard-hitting journalism, the kind you might find in the White House press room these days. Check this shit out.
Obviously, they've got some questions to ask. Let's start out right here. Okay, sir.
Mr. Hogan, you've enjoyed great success as a professional wrestler, winning 5 world titles, and you're immensely popular all over the world. What more do you hope to accomplish?
Well, brother, winning 5 world titles is one thing, but there's always been a lot of controversy on who really is the champion. Right now in the WCW, they're going to have a unification match, Ric Flair versus Sting. And the great champion that Lou Thesz was, and Gorgeous George and Harley Race, and now Ric Flair held one belt. The other belt is being held by Sting. And the deal is now, we're going to find out who the man really is between Ric Flair and Sting. And we're also going to, you got that right, brother, I am the man. And you're also going to have one belt, one champion. And you can't set your sights any higher than that, because whether it's Sting or whether it's Ric Flair, I'm going to get in the ring with one of those guys someday, and I'm going to prove that Hulkamania is the strongest force in the universe, brother.
All right, young lady. Got a 2-part question for you, Hulkster.
What do you miss most since being away from wrestling, and what do you most look forward to when you step back into the ring?
Well, the thing I miss most about professional wrestling is all those Hulkamaniacs out there, brother. The thousands and thousands of Hulksters that believe in me, stand behind me through thick and thin. And what was the other part of that question?
What else?
The other part was, what do you most look forward to when you step back in the ring?
Well, I think I've already answered that. What I most look forward to is stepping into the ring with that WCW logo in the background and beating each and every contender until I get my hands on Ric Flair. That is going to be the pinnacle of success, to get Ric Flair in the ring.
All right, sir, question from you.
Yeah, Hulk, you moved from the WWF to the WCW. It's a big move. People are comparing this move to Joe Montana's move from the 49ers to the Chiefs. What do you think about that comparison, Hulk?
Well, you know something, brother. The big man upstairs, he moves mountains, dude. And in 7 days and 7 nights, he created the heaven and the earth, brother. And on the 8th day, dude, he created Hulkamania. So I can't wait to come into the WCW and show him what the strongest force is all about.
Dude.
Here's the genesis. Yes, young lady.
Hold on.
Hulk, what WCW wrestlers would you most like to compete?
What WC?
All right, he already said that.
What'd that broad say?
They keep asking him the same question.
The woman said, "What WCW wrestler would you most like to face?" And I mean, he's already.
And they should have planned somebody. And been like,
and he said,
critics say that you're past your prime. What would you say to those?
Yeah. Critics say we're tired of seeing the same old shit. What do you think about that?
What'd you think of that press conference there, Harper?
Is that Dave Meltzer?
Yeah.
No, don't. No, it's not. No.
Is it Maeve Deltzer?
Maybe.
Okay. What'd you think of that, Harper?
Fucking, it's the same old shit. They just rolling the same turnaround, but it's older.
Well,
fuck, man. This is like having I don't know. This is like having Quiet Ride come out in 1994 and still doing Come On, Feel the Noise.
Shit, you could see that in 2026 with 0 original members if you know where to which casino to go to.
Yeah, for real. Fuck.
This isn't good. I'm not going to lie. They killed the NWA. Now they're bringing in Disney.
Right. The
NWA has been Mickey
dead.
Mouse.
Shut up. The NWA lives in our hearts, Mike.
Shut up.
Right. It comes crashing down and it really hurts inside.
This is you can just tell that this is not Ron Bass and Buddy Landell and J.J. Dillon and
that's been gone though.
No, it hasn't.
That's my point.
It just died right now.
But he's being a slapdick. Talk about the night the NWA died. Freaking NWA's been dead for a while now.
Yeah. Norman the fucking lunatic killed that off.
Well,
that's what Mike said. Mike said this isn't as bad as Norman the lunatic. He told me that.
Bruh, we crossed the Rubicon of bad
You
stuff.
got to say it in Buddy voice.
You say it in Buddy's voice.
We crossed the Rubicon.
Oh, boy. That is one of the best podcast episodes in the history of podcasting.
Okay.
And Colt didn't even know what to ask him. That's the crazy part. He had no idea what to ask him because he didn't really know the history. So he's asking him these softball questions, but Buddy is such a worker and such a great talent. He just starts talking about crossing the Rubicon and having FU money, and it's just phenomenal.
So you're saying CM Punk, that Brooks could have got a better interview out of him?
Brooks, you go to high school with him? Could have got a hell of an interview out of Buddy. Because I bet you Punk knows the history. All right. Well, we're not done, Doc.
Okay, so let me.
What do you mean we're not done?
We got a final interview here.
Yeah, I got one more thing.
Doc, rate this.
I will in just a second. Do we need to talk about how annoying the fucking annoyance levels of Jimmy Hart?
He is very annoying.
He gets a pass, and let's be clear. First Family back in Memphis, that is some good shit, pal. Part of the damn Andy Kaufman and Lawler deal. But that shit he just did out there is about as annoying as it gets, and is just not helpful to the situation.
Because I always picture him as a heel.
Right, because the voice is annoying and the megaphone, it works as a heel.
With the Hart Foundation, and with the Honky Tonk Man, and with Greg Valentine, and I just
who?
Greg Valentine.
Oh yeah, he's like your kid. Like if your wife is yelling at you because you drank too many beers, and you got the problem with her, but then your kid's in there going, "Yeah, why'd you do that, Dad?"
Because
you're not my main concern right now, but I'm not going to forget this.
Right. You are 2 steps away from getting speared through the freaking back door to the patio with that crap you just pulled, kid.
If your mom ever stops yapping, the spotlight, the heat lamp's turning right at you. That's what Jimmy Hart feels like to me. Like he's not the biggest problem with that, but he's not absolved of any guilt either.
Jimmy ain't the problem. The problem is the package with him and Hulk. Because I'm with Harper.
Don't draw any money till he turns heel anyway.
Jimmy is so much better as the heel manager with that high-pitched voice, that yelling nonstop, the megaphone. That's where he's perfect.
What year does WCW die if Hogan doesn't turn heel? Because he's over there creative controlling his way to finishes where him and Macho beat 10 dudes and they ain't drawing money.
So
I think eventually they would have just cut him loose.
Yeah, I'm with Harper on that.
I think eventually they just look, dude, just say like it, it's not.
Those dumbasses probably had a contract so bad for WCW that him leaving would have bankrupted the company.
He got so lucky. Because that moment with the tower in the cage at Uncensored 96 was so bad, and they're paying him so much money, and it is just bad. It is bad TV at that point. And just a few months later, the NWO takes off, and he got so lucky with that it ends up carrying him for a few more years, but that wasn't him. That was just circumstances. And he just happened to be there, and it made the most sense. Because it did make the most sense for him to turn. Like, he probably should have turned long before that, because
should have turned here.
Everybody was tired of him by that point, but
because he's the only one that doesn't know he's a heel.
Right. He's the only one that doesn't know. But you weren't here last week, so I won't pull out all the contract figures that Crockett stated to us, but I did want to tell you this. Oh, boy. So apparently he was doing 6 appearances, I guess, for the pay-per-views and whatever, and I'm not going to get this 100% right, but each appearance was $300,000 for the 6-month deal he had. So
did they pay trans too?
So just on the surface, just on that, it was $1.8 million. That didn't even include the 25% merch, the house show money.
Did he get 25 of everybody's merch or just his?
Harper asked the same thing.
Yeah.
We don't know. It didn't state it. But like I told you, they're about to start plugging.
I'll be pretty goddamn pissed off if I was Sting. That asshole's getting some of that fucking money.
For real.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Look, at the end of the day, they did a good number on the pay-per-view that's coming up. I mean, and like Crockett said, bro, they're not drawn at some of these pay-per-views and clashes at all. So they had to do something. But here's what happens, and it has an expiration date, like I said last week.
Maybe they should lean into some of the talent they already have. They got a bigger superstar sitting right there earlier in the show than Hogan in Stone Cold.
You know the crazy part? You probably never get Stone Cold Steve Austin if Hogan doesn't make this deal.
I know.
So you almost need to thank him.
No, I can't go that. I can't do that.
That doesn't work for you, brother.
That's where we're going to agree to disagree.
All right. Well, one last thing. We got a quick promo from Heenan, and then we're going to rate it. But Bobby Heenan, he ain't happy. They come back to center stage, and Bobby Heenan is channeling his inner Doc. Here it is.
So there it is, fans. Our thanks to Mean Gene Okerlund live down at Disney MGM, the press conference. It is final. Hulk Hogan is here. He is part of World Championship Wrestling, and he will be live at the Clash of the Champions here on TBS Thursday, June 23rd. In addition, that unification match we've all been talking about, Ric Flair and Sting to finally unify the titles into one. What a big night it's going to be live here on TBS, Brain.
Well, Hulk Hogan is going to be there. Well, thank you, Mr. Hogan. I'm going to check with our producers and see if I can get in the ring and interview Hulk Hogan and interview Flair at the same time. Let him confront them in front of me. Let Hogan do that. But what a great night this could be for Flair. He can walk out there with 2 belts, turn it into one, walk over the busted carcass of Sting, and chase Hogan's yellow tail out of the building. Yes, Mr. Hogan, it is wonderful to have you back.
Look at the look on Bobby's face right there. That says it all, man. That says it all. All right. Doc, are you alive?
I'm here, brother. Hey, look. I spent a lifetime not liking this asshole. He ain't going to kill me now.
But are you going to make it? I
outlived him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure. Until I quit.
All right. Well,
yeah, Mike.
You know the drill. We got to hand out the Toot Toot award, the Rolex, and rate this sucker. The rating is the look on Bobby Heenan's face right now, which you can see on Patreon at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Remember, the only way to listen to our review of The Clash is by going to tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT, where we will review the unification match and so much more from The Clash. tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Doc, you want to rate it, or are you going to throw it to Harper?
Harper gets this one.
Go ahead, Harper.
This is fucking shit, Mike.
Okay. that I need a letter grade, sir.
Fucking a C-.
All right, there we go. Doc?
I need you to go next.
A D.
See, that's the point I'm making. You're calling me out, and you're calling Harper out for hating this, but you're with us.
No. Don't get it twisted. No cap for real. This is like, see, I know what's coming because you haven't seen this. It ain't just Hogan. It's the goofs that are also coming with him.
That's a direct quote that I had today.
Right. And I stole it from you. It's just, look, Brutus the Barber Beefcake with Greg Valentine, as Harper likes to say, was a good tag team. in the WWF. Like, they were a good heel tag team. Brutus in 1994, it doesn't work for me, brother. Then, that's not even the worst. They bring Honky Tonk Man in. Just shoot me. No. It literally becomes, in a few months, it's like watching WWF from 10 years earlier.
Mr. T comes back, doesn't
Bruh, like I said, it's like watching WWF from a decade earlier, or almost a decade earlier. And it's not that I hated those guys, but it's just
and they're making easy money and they don't have to work.
It's right. That ship sailed. It was fine during its era. I don't need to see it now. Like that's done. It's over. No more.
We need to be pushing Pillman and Austin and Johnny B. Bad. And
there's a
young guys like Flair and Austin.
I know Rude got hurt, but we got a plethora of young talent that needs to be just getting pushed. But Brother Brudai and Hogan are here,
Dustin.
and Honky Tonk, and now all these dudes who end up going to make some hellified hay in that promotion that these dudes came from are going to leave, with the exception of Johnny B. Bad, are going to leave and make the name for themselves there that they should have made for themselves here. It gets a D. Like, I mean, I like wrestling, but I also know it's coming.
And see, that's the other thing is I didn't see any of this for another little over a year. So, like, this is still all new, but that don't mean it's good.
Bro, I'm sorry.
I'm going to give you the real rating.
Honky Tonk.
I told you earlier.
Brother Brudai, Hogan, it just... And I know Honky Tonk ain't here.
You don't want to say this, but I said it to you earlier. Don't forget Duggan in there, because he's a lazy goof by the way.
Oh God, I forgot. Yeah, Duggan comes back.
I'm not.
You want to talk about Mid-South Duggan, and I'm all in, because that was a badass character. He was awesome, and he's a legit tough guy. But you're telling me he's putting his all into this at this point. He's out there hitting you with a 3-point stance and a hoe, and he's back to the back.
Yeah.
What? A garden tool? I mean, I can't bash Duggan, but okay.
I know you can't, because you can't be objective about this shit.
That's bullcrap. I just gave you a number of reasons why I'm like,
The true rating for this show is a Z-.
A Z-
for the Z-Man? Well, you're rating it the Zacha?
Yeah.
Chris Zaha gets the rating this week? I'm confused.
This is the darkest day in wrestling history. This is like 15 days we found out Benoit did that.
Okay. I'm not going to go that far. What Benoit did was really heinous. This is business malpractice. This isn't actual humanity malpractice.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
Those are two different things. You slapdick, trying to say shit for shock value, Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
We'll carry on, though, somehow. Maybe.
Okay. So you gave it a Z. Okay, so... That leaves the
a Z-.
That leaves the Toot Toot and the Rolex. Harper, who you giving it to?
I don't. Bobby Heenan. Fuck it.
That is the right answer.
I'm going with Flair.
Flair was good. Yeah. Zbyszko was good as well.
Who's Hogan?
He's the reverse.
I'm gonna really hate the way Flair gets jobbed out, aren't I?
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Dude, just oh my God, this was nothing compared to some of the episodes. Well, you know something, brother.
Yeah, this gets so bad. Fucking, doesn't Kamala come back?
Yeah, but I don't care about Kamala getting a check. He doesn't talk.
He's in a Dungeon of Doom.
The guy that's going to suffer the most here, without a doubt, without question, quite frankly, is Vader. Because Vader's a top guy and Hogan ain't gonna go anywhere near him.
They ain't just Vader, Sting, Austin gets let
but
go.
Vader works. Vader beat your ass up.
That doesn't work for him, brother.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is Vader just slid down the card just by osmosis here?
Yeah. Well, stay tuned.
Get them Japan dates booked. Konnichiwa, bitches.
Okay. All right. Well, on that particular note, that about wraps it up. Doc survived the first night of Hogan technically signed and in the promotion. Mike Crockett, we hope that was positive enough for you if you're listening out there, which I know you are.
Is he a Hogan fan?
I'll ask him that the next time he's here. How's that sound?
Do it.
There you go.
I mean,
I'm gonna make him do the Clash with Harper.
If you ask Harper if he's a Hogan fan, he would say, in 1986 I was. So
I mean,
correct.
But is like Crockett out there buying Great American Hogan beer?
Okay, no. I don't know many people, even Hogan fans, that are out there buying Great American beer. So I mean, I don't that no.
I mean, Harper was buying Patriot Lager from Aldi or something.
I didn't buy that shit.
The salvage store.
Come on.
He's a real American. He's a real American. Right. You know how he's a real American? Because he's broke, and that's why he's got to go to the salvage store.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that about wraps it up. When you see the show posted on social media, repost it, share it, retweet it, whatever they call it now on X, Blue Sky, Twitter, and Facebook. It really helps the show out. Don't forget to become a patron at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Also, make sure you take that pound button or that hype button to Pound Town for us if you're listening to this on YouTube. It helps the show out. Last but not least, June the 27th, Wildcat X-Rated and the BTT listener meetup in New Orleans. It's a Saturday night, so make sure you write that date down. As soon as tickets are available, I will post it in the Facebook group and on social media on Twitter or X. But again, June the 27th, Wildcat X-Rated is the official BTT yearly listener meetup. We hope to have a lot of you there since we gave you like a 5 to 6 month notice this time around of when it would be happening. All right. I got nothing else, Doc. What about you? You got anything before we get out of here? Don't have a heart attack tonight, man.
I'm good. It's time to go to bed, though.
All right. Well, throw it to Harper to hit the tagline.
Harper, get us the fuck out of here, please.
Book it, bitch.
Hey, everybody. It's AIEZE, Eric Bischoff. And let me tell you something. If you're not already a Booking the Territory Patreon subscriber, you're missing out on the real deal when it comes to classic wrestling talk. Doc, Harper, and Mike, they're not just fans. They live and breathe this stuff. And here's the kicker. Over on their Patreon page, you get even more. We're talking deep dives into the Clash of the Champions. Every WCW pay-per-view through early 1994. Classic world-class championship wrestling. And yeah, even those off-the-wall JV Goon Squad shows. This isn't cookie-cutter podcasting. This is the kind of unfiltered, entertaining, can't-miss content that makes you remember why you fell in love with wrestling in the first place. So do yourself a favor, head over to Patreon, search Booking the Territory, sign up, and get in on the action. Trust me. If you love old school wrestling, this is where you want to be.